Plus, the most fearsome. Your people are begging for your aid. Throw away your anger and join us.
600.
Coco, the ever-burning god of war, give us your battle cry.
Don't put them.
Bruh.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? So June here. Now we're back at another video. As you guys see in today's video, I have my Ray build for you guys today for Hulk. So before we get to the video, if you guys go to enjoy it, you guys liked it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well so you miss a video and also be notified when I upload a video, and most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. So without further ado, let's get into the Ray build for Hulk. So let's get it.
Damn, homie, they ain't ready for this. Scatter shot, I'm working, hurt them worse than slitting your wrist. Hit subscribe, smash like, ring the bell, stay tuned. Now without further ado, here's the duel of June. Yeah.
Alright, so before we get into the video, I will be breaking this up into segments. I will be showcasing the gear and the master tree and all that, and I'll have another segment where it also shows gameplay of this build in action. So I just want to let you guys know that now, if you guys want to just see the gameplay segment, I will have it there so you guys can see it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So you guys see right here, this is my Hulk build. This is the stats I do have. I have 317 might, 75 precision, 63 proficiency, 204 valor, 218 resolve, and 47 resilience. And across the board for my heroics, I have 20.2%, which is pretty nice to have right there. So I'll be going over the raid gear first, then I'll be showcasing what I used before I got the raid gear. So for this piece right here, we got Flawless buff. Now this, I got this from the Vibranium, from Wakanda, and with the corrupted Vibranium nodes. You just basically defeat it, then reload, not reload checkpoint, we got to leave out the mission first, then go back to that mission and just keep doing it over and over until you actually able to get Flawless buff. And for this one, I really got a good roll. I have Flawless buff, which, you know, doing melee attacks will grant me a critical melee attacks will grant me a damage buff. I got power attacks for my Sonic, so remember that Sonic is probably the most important thing when it comes to this build, the way I use it. And at the bottom, I got Rage Breaker, which is pretty nice. I get a 21.3% increased damage from rage attacks, and I got Might and Proficiency rolled on this one, which is pretty cool. Now, of course, with the Wakanda gear, you can only get Might, Proficiency, and Resilience. So with Might and Proficiency, I'm cool with that one when it comes to that. So that is where I got this piece from. This is what I use in the raid. And for the range slot, I got this from the raid. This is a god roll. This really is a god roll piece. I have Valor and Might on it, and I got Granted Magnifier. While sending out Sonic Conduit to buff other heroes, the Sender, which is me, attacks infused with any status deal 15% increased damage. So anything I do with status damage gets a 15% increased damage off the gate right there, just from sending out Sonic Conduit. Now I do have Sonic Conduit in my you know, my gear for the raid, so I will go into that later, but that is pretty dope. So my Stranglehold go get a 15% increased damage if you got it set with the where it does the gamma. My power attacks and my range attacks go do 15% increased damage, so it's pretty insane. Now, of course, for the middle part, I have all range attacks deal Vibranium, so my small debris and large debris will do, you know, Vibranium damage, which is pretty nice. At the bottom, we got Bone Shaker's Breaker, increased 20% increased damage while Bone Shaker is active. This is just excellent, to be honest. So, yeah, that is what I got from the raid. This is really a god roll piece. Now, I'm gonna showcase my reaction when I first got this, because it was pretty out of the blue, and this is the piece I've been looking for the longest, so I can make this video. So the fact that I got it and it's a god roll piece, I was just too ecstatic. So look at my reaction when I got this piece.
A lot of crazy chicken places. Usually, I mean, usually everybody sells chicken, so
oh my god,
there's some hood spots.
Yo, fuck you, dude. I called it. What
Did you get it?
What did I just say? I said imagine June gets the shit he needed. What did I say?
Valor,
I
Might,
fucking called it.
all range attacks deal Vibranium.
I fucking called that shit.
20% increase the bow check. Imagine.
That's an ass gear. What the fuck is this shit?
It's so crazy. I was just talking about
Bro,
y'all was just talking about it earlier if I got it.
Look, June, I just said if no, look, June, I better get popped for that shit, bro. I just said imagine you get it after all this bullshit.
And it's 150.
No, and your camera was off, so they can't clip your reaction.
Oh my god, my camera is off.
Man's gobbling that chicken down so
man,
hard.
I was eating this chicken too, bro. Alright, so you guys see it right there. I was pretty lit. And the funny thing, I got this last night too, as I'm recording this video. So I was pretty hyped when I got it. So from a melee slot, I got this. This was just sitting in my inventory, to be honest. When it was sitting in my vault. Now, of course, this does fit perfectly what I'm trying to do. Now, if it could have rolled Might, Resolve, and Valor, that would have been, holy, that would have been good. But honestly, what they got right now with Might and Resolve, I'm cool with this. And the main thing I use from this is the reactive protection. Now, of course, since I already got my damage buff, I can get my damage buff very easily. Why do I have a defensive buff? You know, that I can get very easily as well. So I'm very tanky with the defensive buff since it already stacks on my defense, since I already got a good amount of defense already. And to stack it with Bone Shaker and defensive buff, I'm basically immortal. I can't really die, to be honest, unless I get hit with a one shot. So that is pretty dope. Now the rest of the other two stats are not worth it, to be honest. If I could have got something else, that would have been cool. But you know, honestly, I really don't not worried about the two perks. I'm just worried about the reactive protection and the stats I got on it. Now for the heroic slide, this is from the raid as well. Now I got cryo status leak. Now attacking the enemy with sonic damage that has an active vibranium status spreads cryo. Now this, out of all the status leaks that come from the raid, cryo is the fastest one. Because cryo, I think you just do it one time and you can instantly spread cryo and it automatically hits them with that status effect with cryo. So it is pretty nice. It's the fastest out of all of them. I tested all of them and this one seems to be the fastest. Now I got granted aim. Now this is another thing that goes into my build as well. While sending Sonic Conduit to buff other heroes, melee rock damage is increased. Now if you guys seen the blog or you seen Alex talk about it, this granted aim perk increases your rock melee damage by 80%. That is a lot of damage. That's more, I think that's more than the damage buff. I think the damage buff give you a 60% damage increase. So yeah, to have an 80% damage buff just from one perk that you can do very easily, it's insane. It really is insane, to be honest. And of course with Sonic Conduit, which basically makes this build fit all together in one. When a hero is in proximity of an enemy with active Sonic status, the Sonic Conduit buff is sent out to all nearby heroes, and the triggering hero, which is me, it will have received a sending buff, and the other heroes are receiving. So of course you see sending. While sending out Sonic Conduit to buff other heroes, melee rock damage is increased. That's 80% damage increase right there. I got granted magnifier while sending out Sonic Conduit, which I will be doing. All my stats effect damage that is infused with status gets increased by 15%. Then I got Bone Shaker Breaker, they increase the damage while Bone Shaker is active by 20%. Then I got Faultless buff to get my damage buff. I got power attacks for Sonic, so I can easily get that Sonic Conduit rolling. Then I got Rage Breaker, which gives me a 21.3% increased damage with rage attacks. So that's a lot of damage just stacked up on one thing right there. And look, I kid y'all not, I hit 626k with a rock attack. I kid you not. So look at my reaction right now when it comes to that, and you will see like I was just blown away when I first hit this. So look at my reaction.
Plus, the most fearsome. Your people are begging for your aid. Throw away your anger and join us.
600.
Coco, the ever-burning god of war, give us your battle cry.
Don't put them.
People are begging for your aid. Throw away your anger and join us.
Bruh.
So yeah, you see it, bro. It's insane. So for my minor artifacts, I use the ISO Cosmic Affinity. I got this from the Mega Hive. I'm not the Mega Hive. I got this from what's that mission? The OLT. Yeah, the Omega level threat with the Super Adaptoid. So this is where I got this piece from. Now you can get it from other sources as well. You can get it from DNHS from the vaults. Last Avengers Standing with the 14th floor Hive, the Mega Hive, the Tachyon missions. So that's where you can actually get these pieces from, and priority missions as well. I forgot to add that in there. You can get that from, you can get the ISO 8 from this one as well. Now the only thing that I really use for this one is the reactive Cosmic Surge and the stats. The stats are pretty good on there. I got Might, Might, Valor, and Resilience, and I got reactive Cosmic Surge. If you don't have the reactive Cosmic Surge, you're missing out, because it refills your energy bar when it comes to your heroics, and it gives you your health back as well. So why not have it, you know? And since I'm going to be in the fight a lot, I'm going to be taking damage, so having this proccing is pretty nice. And for the last one I do have is a triple resolve. Now the reason why I do have this is because with the raid gear, it only rolls Might, Valor, Resilience, and Precision. And with me not having any resolve or anything on some of these pieces, with only the chest piece, I need to, you know, get some health, you know, because I don't want to be a glass cannon in the raid, especially when I start doing the elite raid. I don't want to be a glass cannon and just dying instantly. So that is why I have the triple ISO when it comes to resolve. And I also have some good stats. I got, you know, the spinning resistance, which is pretty nice. And I also got the increased power attacks when it comes to my damage or power attacks. So that's pretty nice as well. And the highest damage I've seen with this, with everything procced when it comes to everything that I have on here, my power attack when I first started off, it does 246k. So that is pretty nice. And for the major artifact I do have is the Norn Stone. The reason why I have the Norn Stone is because, you know, I'm gonna get my abilities back fast with the Sonic Status effect, and then also add on to the reactive Cosmic Surge. I'm pretty fine when it comes to getting my abilities back, and plus I barely use them anyway. It just depends on what I'm doing at that certain time when I use my abilities. Only thing I really use consistently is my Bone Shaker, since I got Bone Shaker's Breaker right here to increase that damage. But yeah, that is what I use when it comes to overall what I have for my stats. Now, to show you guys what I use without raid gear, this is what I use. I use this piece right here from Wakanda. Same thing with the vibranium nodes, just defeat it and you'll get a chance to get this. So I use this piece. I use this right here, the Hive Mind Enhancer. You can get this from the Mega Hive once you complete it, so you get a chance to get this. So I use this piece right here, and since we need a damage buff, the one that I do use is this one right here, Resolve and Might. So I use this right here. And for the last slot I do use is the Planet Cracker Dendrites. Now you get this from the priority missions. It is really good. So this is what I use when it comes to not if I don't, you know, got raid gear. I use this for the vibranium. Vibranium is very powerful in the raid, and it also increases your damage. So have vibranium. I promise you, it does wonders. And I got this right here for the small debris and large debris, since, you know, I'm using that a lot. And I got my damage buff from taking damage, and I have, you know, my Planet Cracker Dendrites exotic, deal 20% damage to taunted enemies. You know, defeating taunted enemies give me a chance to get damage buff, so, you know, that's pretty nice to have right there. So this is what the stats will look like if I have this. You know, 236 might, 65 proficiency, 205 valor, 291 resolve, 47 resilience when it comes to that. And for my intensity will be 59, and my ultimate and my assault will be 20.2%, and, you know, my support will be 38.2. So that is with the without raid gear, what I'll be doing. Now let's get into all my abilities and to show you guys why I use what I do when it comes to my abilities. So let's get into it. So of course, when it comes to specialty, just, you know, it's the same thing. Nothing has really changed when it comes to using Hulk. Use these two, Rampage and Bone Shaker, and Savage Heroism. And of course, go to the bottom one for Stranglehold, Irritated Destruction. Because if you got, say for instance, when I have Vibranium, once I got enemies afflicted with Vibranium using my range attacks, all I gotta do is activate Stranglehold with the Irritated Destruction, where it does gamma damage, and that's instant battery effect right there. And of course, you know, if you know, you know how to do this. You can easily look it up on YouTube. I'm not about to give out the sauce, but if you don't want to do this, you could just do the double Stranglehold, to be honest. Now for his ultimate, now there's two ways you can use his ultimate: Ground Zero and Epic Center. Now Epic Center, you could use this on any type of content, just use it on anything. But when it comes to doing boss damage, use Ground Zero, because since the boss is gonna be in one area, you use Ground Zero and they're gonna get afflicted by gamma damage. And of course, like I stated, even when you're doing your range attacks, that's go, you know, do Vibranium if you got a positive. And, you know, just doing, you know, having the gamma just sitting right there in that one position where the boss is, you want to do some good damage. I promise you go do some good damage. So yeah, that is what I use for right here. And for this one, I use is the Thunderclap Heroic Recovery. Now this didn't work at first, but they did fix it a while back ago, so this does work now. So I would recommend using this one. Now when it comes to Mastery Tree, it's pretty much the same. You could really choose whatever you want for this one when it comes to the melee part. But when it comes to the range slot, this is the one I would recommend you guys using. Use Rubble. Use this one at the bottom, Meteor Damage. It increases the damage by 50% when using it as a thrown projectile. And use these two right here. The first one, which is Hand Cannon, and I'm not even about Meteoric. Just use this one. Just use this one. Now the reason why I say this is because it's the main reason why I'm using this. If you guys see it, like I'll probably showcase an example. But I've seen people ask me while I'm streaming, like, how do I have the small debris using it as a weapon once, you know, I'm using it, and, you know, when they try to use it, it just instantly disappears. Now, there's a way you can actually use this. I'm going to show you guys an example with this right here real quick. Basically what you do, so if you don't have it, you're going to pick it up and you do this and it automatically disappears. So what you do is pick it up, dodge, and then you, hold on, I'm getting hit. I can't really do nothing. Hold on, give me a second. Let me do it. So what you do is pick it up, dodge, and just hit. You see how it's dealing vibranium damage? So that is what I do. Now, of course, it is going to disappear, so you just got to pick it up again, dodge, and just do your thing. Now, shout out to Harry. Harry was the man that really showed me this. So if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be doing this and probably wouldn't even know about it, to be honest. So yeah, just do that. Of course, just to do like a little cheese to make it infinite. All you really got to do is just pick it up and do this, do the dodge, do the light combo finisher. Hold on. To do light combo finisher, then dodge immediately so you can keep doing it, so you can have it forever, so it doesn't disappear, so you can just have it. So yeah, that is how you do it when it comes to that. And when it comes to the meteor one, what you do, so without it is only going to last for like one swipe, I think. Oh, it lasts for 2 swipes. Wait, do I have it equipped? I don't. Why is it staying? Oh, it might be because I'm doing the dodge thing, but same thing. If you guys want to do the damage, you get a damage increase for either using one of these, to be honest. You get the damage increase for the small debris and get the damage increase for the large debris. So if you're switching between, just make sure you swap these perks out so you guys can have it, so you can do the increased damage. So yeah, I would recommend just doing that, to be honest. So that is the main thing I really use when it comes to my build, as you guys see. So that is how that goes right there. So yeah, I would for like recommendations, if you want to do single target damage, I would recommend using hand cannon. And if you're doing a lot, if there's a lot of AoE potential, use this one right here so you get the increased damage when it comes to that. So when it comes to intrinsic ability, I use Rage and Recovery. Recovers 10% increased 10% of your health while Rage is active and dealing damage. I have this right here, increase 15% damage while Rage is activated. And I have this one right here with triggering it, reduces the cost of it by 15%. And while I'm overcharged, I use chance boost, increase the critical chance by 50% while overcharged, increase the damage by 20% while overcharged. And I use this one right here, basically increases the amount of overcharge and intrinsic I get from all attacks by 20%, which is pretty nice. And for the champion levels, all I really use, to be honest, is critical damage boost. I use crit chance, I use heroic charge rate, and I use the perk chance. Now, of course, I could have easily got the 375 on Hulk. I could have got it, but it's not really worth it, to be honest. So that's why I'm not maxed out yet, but honestly, just go with these 4: crit chance, critical damage boost, crit chance, heroic charge rate, and perk chance. So yeah, that is it. That is the build. That's what I use for the raid for Hulk. Now I'll show you guys what I use for the raid when it comes to raid gear, and I'll show you what I use without it. But I will be showcasing some gameplay now, so you guys can see how crazy this is when it comes to the raid. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video as I enjoyed making it. But before we head out, if you guys are not, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications to miss a video, and also be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Now, of course, I do have a Discord. If you guys want to join it, the link is below for the Discord. It's all about everything, to be honest. So yeah, that link is below for that one. Also, I do live stream on Twitch. If you guys want to come out to the Twitch streams, the streams do be litty. You're missing out if you're not there, man. We be having raid carries. We just be talking and just be vibing. So if you guys want to join that, the Twitch link is below. Also, I do have memberships on the channel. So if you guys want to know more information about that, the link is below. But I'm going to give a quick shout out to the elite members and the rookie members. I greatly appreciate if y'all been memberships on the channel. Now, Christmas is coming up, so I will be doing the giveaways for the memberships, a lot more for memberships and for the subscribers as well. But I'll be doing more for the memberships, so just show you guys some love. But yeah, that is basically it, to be honest. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the video overall. Let me know how you guys feel about it. And yeah, that is it. I will see you guys later. Peace.